I was 29 when I crossed a line I never thought I would. My partner and I had been together since high school, 12 years of shared history, plans, and promises. 2 years ago, an old crush resurfaced online, and I let curiosity and ego get the better of me. I told my boyfriend it never left the digital world, but that was a lie. It went further, and the guilt ate at me from the inside out. Somehow, he chose to forgive me. We had already spent more than a decade picturing a life together. Marriage, kids, the works. When he asked me to stay, I clung to the chance to prove I could be worthy of him again. I threw myself into small acts, keeping the place spotless, making dinners, planning date nights, even signing up for a new streaming service, so we'd have excuses to curl up together on the couch. Last year, he proposed with a ring that somehow captured both of our personalities in one design. For a while, I believed the worst was behind us. But this past summer, things began to unravel again. Even during the birthday trip I planned for him, there was a quiet distance between us, unspoken fears hanging in the air. 2 weeks ago, after an evening out with his brother, he picked up my phone. In that moment, everything I'd hidden came spilling into the open. He saw 2 years' worth of late-night Discord chats with the other man, apologies for being with my boyfriend, deleted posts about our engagement, so my affair partner wouldn't see, even blocking my fiancée on Instagram. My web of lies collapsed in seconds. He slept in the guest room that night. I packed my things, my heart splintering into 1,000 shards. Before I left, I pressed a kiss to his forehead, silently wishing he'd open his eyes. Maybe it would be the last time I'd ever see him. Now I'm in a small studio, building routines in a space that doesn't yet feel like home. I'm mourning not just him, but the future I destroyed. I'd spent years learning his traditions, going to the services he cherished, believing honesty would be our anchor, while becoming an expert at hiding the truth. I wrote him a letter but couldn't deliver it. My sister did instead. She read it and told me it sounded like excuses with an open door attached, not a real apology. And she was right. True accountability still slipped through my fingers. 9 months after the day it all blew up, I stumbled into another bad decision. I saw his Facebook status, in a relationship with Elle. I'd heard he was dating, but seeing it publicly confirmed twisted something in my chest. Curiosity, or maybe jealousy, took over, and I looked at her page. Photos from concerts, beach trips, gym sessions. I messaged her, introduced myself, and asked if their relationship had started before or after I left. She replied calmly the next day. She knew about me. He'd told her what I'd done, and that it was over long before they began. She asked me not to reach out again. I only responded once more, agreeing and meaning it, but the word sat heavy in me. I hated knowing he'd share my betrayal with someone else. I hated that she had the right to judge me, and that she wasn't wrong. Since then, I've stayed away. I'm still in therapy, still trying to forgive myself, still struggling through awkward dates that fizzle out because I can't seem to stay present. Some days, I wonder if this weight is just the cost of knowing I had something rare and destroyed it. Another part of my story is harder to face. I once had a 2-year affair with a co-worker. My husband suspected for much of that time. Instead of coming clean, I twisted reality, made him feel paranoid and unstable, convinced it was all in his head. I told myself I was protecting our relationship, but in truth, I was protecting myself from the fallout. When he finally uncovered proof, he left, and then let me come back, maybe for the kids' sake. That was 2 years ago. Since then, we've lived under the same roof, going through the motions of family life while something cold and silent grew between us. I cut off all contact with the affair partner, started therapy, and tried to be the partner I should have been from the start. But the damage was already done. I see it in how he moves around me now, guarded, distant. It's not anger anymore. It's something quieter, sadder. I can feel him slipping further away, not in a dramatic way, but in the kind of withdrawal that's almost invisible until it's too late. If he leaves, I'll know I lost him long before the truth came out, back when I chose to lie. If he stays, I'll never take it for granted again. Others have told me they felt something similar, that slow drift of someone you love, knowing you caused it, hoping there's still something left to salvage. It's a unique kind of ache. Living every day with the truth that you broke what you love most. Try to rebuild while knowing it may never be enough. Even now, I'm still trying. And maybe that counts for something.